2021 as we celebrate the coronation of the 21st Olu of Warri Kingdom.
Hello, good evening. You're still on to the broadcast of programs on Rise 106.7 FM. Of course, if you've been following the turn of events in Warri, you know that the date is upon us, and of course, the entire Warri Kingdom is preparing for the coronation of the 21st Olu of Warri Prince Shola Emiko. Meanwhile, is referred to as the Mobab. And at this point in time, we'll take a look at the journey so far, accumulating into this final moments and the level of preparations so far for the 21st coronation, for the coronation of the 21st Olu of Warri. But I have with me in the studio two gentlemen who will help us understand this process so far and also help us understand the level of preparation that's been made so far. Of course, we understand at this time it should be at a final moment, because from today it should be about 10 days to the coronation of the 21st Olu of Warri Kingdom. With me in the studio is a chief from the palace, Chief Robinson Areosa. It's good to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here, and good afternoon, listeners.
And also with me in the studio is somebody who is well grounded in the affairs of the kingdom, and you may want to call him one who's been very close to the palace and knows quite a lot of opponents in the palace, and is also an active player in the process so far. He's a member of the committee working things out. He's Ambassador Toyin Agbola. It's good to have you.
Good evening. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, we'll just get the conversation started. Remember, if you're listening to us, you have the opportunity to see us live on Facebook. Just go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Rise FM Radio. You see the video there. We want you to listen carefully, get the right information, and also try to, renew your mind of some disinformation that you may have gotten before now. Basically, that is the reason for this special interview of this evening. So we set the record straight. But I'll start with you, Chief, that you help us understand the process leading to this final moment. How has it been so far?
Well, I want to first of all extend my gratitude to you, your studio, and a couple of other studios that have been giving us support across the country. I also want to thank the good people of Warri Kingdom. The journey has not been easy. Nothing good comes easy, as they say. So my gratitude first of all. Having said that, we have done everything necessary. The road has been very bumpy, but we thank God. As it is said, well rightly said, that with God all things are possible. And after the stormy weather, we have now come to calm. The journey reminds me of what the learned sage, late Chief Obafemi Awolowo once said. He said, and I quote, "After darkness comes a glorious dawn," end of quote. Indeed, we have passed through the thickest darkness, and here we are with the glorious dawn. Because we will have more of this kind of programs, I would like to emphasize the key issues, being that there has been the misinformation out there.
Okay, Chief, before we go into all of that,
Yes.
I want us to still create some background into the conversation, because some people will say, and of course it's visible for all to see, that quite a challenging moment it has been for Warri Kingdom in the past month. So in this final moments, I would like you to tell us about what the spirits of the people is like now that the moment or the time is upon us.
Well, the spirit is very, very high. If you had the opportunity of going into the social media and you did a simple random research, you would discover that the support for this great incoming king is massive, is palpable, is oceanic for want of words. I can tell you that more than 99% of the people, indigenous people of Warri Kingdom, are very, very happy that they have found a king, and we cannot wait to crown this king. Let us emphasize the fact that a king is a product of the people. When you define democracy, when you start hearing those words, government of, by, for the people, indeed what resonates in your mind is the making of a king, because indeed there cannot be a king without a kingdom, and the kingdom is populated by people. I can tell you, the listeners are there, and I'm saying the truth. I stand as a disciple of truth, that indeed the entire kingdom is agog with the song that you just rendered, Omoba Shola. We can't wait. It's very joyous. There is, it's palpable. You could cut it with a blade in the air. So joy, joy, joy. That is the mood.
Ambassador, it's some people, if they refer to you rather as a friend of the palace, it wouldn't be wrong. If they call you an insider in the palace, it wouldn't be wrong. And you are part of the entire preparation. And I know you to be somebody who is a grassroots man. You are very close to the people. You know what they are saying at every point in time. There was a time where the Emir of Kanu then, had some challenges, and the concept came out of that a king derives his legitimacy from the people. Speak to us about this voice of the people as far the situation in Warri Kingdom at this point in time is concerned. What are you hearing the people saying? Are they preparing? Are they all preparing for these events coming up? And what is the mood like?
Well, like the beloved Olu of Warri has just told us, the atmosphere is fully charged. You can smell it, you can feel it, and you can even touch it. You see, I like the Shekiri people for one thing. When they say they are going this way, this is where they are going. No argument about that. We are really ready, even the glass from the villages. All the elderly people in the villages, you can see how they are preparing. They just want the 21st to come today. The atmosphere is very charged. Very, very charged, I can assure you.
Okay, Chief, let us go straight to some of the core issues today now, especially when it has to do with the level of preparation, which I suppose at this time should be at the final stages. Tell us about the level of preparation so far.
Well, that is one of the reasons why we are here. Drawing from the background that we just set, we have a challenge, a very huge challenge. Now, before now, we have had a hall in our ancestral home, Ode Shekiri, popularly called Big Warri, that usually accommodates 2,000 persons for an occasion of this nature. Now, with the spread of interest, locally, nationally, and internationally, we are expecting a good number of foreign diplomats. We are expecting traditional rulers from across the country. We are expecting quite a huge number of people, and we have taken the guest list and seen that we have so much to chew, and that the 2,000 capacity hall, which actually accommodates the direct experience. When I say direct experience now, because it is not possible to throw the entire celebration or event open to the whole world. It has to be done in a closure. And so up till this time, we have had a hall that can only take 2,000 persons. And of course, with COVID-19 protocols, that 2,000 will now drop to about 1,000. And so we had to tinker with the facilities that we have. Eventually, we came up with an idea of having a tent that can ordinarily take about 3,000 persons, but with COVID-19 compliance, it will take 1,500 persons. So, keeping in line with COVID protocols, we are now able to shoot from what would have been able to take just 1,000 in the old hall to 1,500. We didn't stop at that. Now, we have an amphitheater. An amphitheater is is a hall that is built in such a way that is open. You know, those who attended Obafemi Awolowo University, the best university in the world, we we attest to that. So we have an amphitheater which has been built, and I want to thank Chief Udwa, and that's Alema of Warri Kingdom, for his effort. That amphitheater is ready and can take 2,000 persons by COVID-19 protocols, and 4,000 persons if it is not by COVID-19 protocols. So we have that hall built, and we have the old hall. So basically, we have 2 halls apart from the tent that can take 4,000 people.
Okay,
Then,
Chief, because we are jostling for time,
yes,
and we know we have quite a lot of issues.
Well, let me just add very
Okay.
quickly that no access cards are required.
Yes, that is exactly the question I want to pose to Ambassador, because there are informations all over the place that you need some level of access cards, permits for you to be at the ancestral home of Warri Kingdom, Ode Shakiri, on the 3rd day. Is it true? Can you confirm that information to us, that for you to attend the event on that day, you need some level of access cards, pass, all of that? What is the true situation of the committee?
That is not true. That's a capital lie. You want to go to your village, you need your ID card to go to your village.
You need visa?
You need visa to go to your village. No, that is not true. Those people are carrying that information. They are enemies of progress. They don't want to see the show comes up that day. But that is not true anyway. You come, everybody all over the world is free to come to Ode Shekiri. We'll be very happy to see people, so long they put the COVID protocol in place. Now, the access cards are meant for the diplomats, the high dignitaries that will be coming on that day. At least we, the host, we must give strangers opportunity to watch and to get the feelings and to carry it back to their home and say, Warri Kingdom, yes, this is what they did, this is what I saw it. So these access cards are for the highly placed Nigerians. Everybody are equal, but in this case now we want at least some people to get the feelings, because they are really strangers. We want them to feel our culture. We want them to feel our traditions.
Or maybe you want to say friends and well-wishers of the kingdom.
Friends and well-wishers of the kingdom. If you say that, well, I can agree with you on that. So that is it. All Ishekiris are free to come. They are everywhere. There you can fix yourself into any of those halls that are available. Let me tell you one truth. You have a visitor in your house. Definitely you will give the visitor a chance. To say, in most churches these days, they say when you have a new member or strangers for Thanksgiving, you that are the church members, you have to get up from the seat for strangers to sit. That is exactly what is happening. So those cards are not even meant for Chekeris. They are not even meant for our people.
So, if I understand you, Chief, what you're saying is that all sons and daughters of Warri Kingdom, friends of the kingdom, whosoever it is that wants to attend the event on the 3rd day, 10 days from now, is free to just go there.
Absolutely. Now, but I must make this clear.
Okay.
And that is that, economics is the science of trying to allocate scarce resources for your unlimited ones. You see, when you have a situation, for instance, the tent itself, because the Omoba is not going to be everywhere at all times. Of course, it's not omnipresent. He's going to be in one of the halls. Now, what has been done is that tent where Omoba would be would take all shades of people. It will take the chiefs, that is the Warri Kingdom chiefs and their wives, then chiefs from outside Warri Kingdom across Nigeria and their wives. That's traditional rulers generally. Then it will take the princes and princesses of Warri Kingdom, that is those members of the ruling house. Then, of course, it will now take the diplomats and others. So the 1,500 people who will be in that hall will substantially be made up of the Shekiris and mixture of the foreign diplomats and our visitors.
Okay, Chief, good that you've cleared that. Another thing that may be of paramount importance to those listening and even those watching us live on Facebook now would be, how do I possibly find my way there? And of course, logistics is going to be very key to an event of this nature, and it's going to be requiring a huge, investment in logistics. Tell us about that aspect.
Well, transportation is free. That is ferrying. There will be boats at designated jetties. You have the Delta Boatyard. You have the Buangwe Jetty. You have the Warri Club. So all these are clearly designated. And the beautiful thing about this particular activities is that we would have 2-3 days to that time rehearsals. Safety will be a key word. We want to have an accident-free, a very peaceful and fruitful event. And so we are bringing in the best of handlers across the world, those who are experts in choreography. You may not know, there's a medical doctor in Warri here, Dr. Piasi. A lot of people know him as a medical doctor, but beyond being a medical doctor, he's an expert in choreography of events of this nature. When I say choreography, I don't mean the musical choreography.
Chief, I wanted to ask if Dr. Piasi is actually coming there to choreograph for us on that day.
No, he's coming to assist us. The man is very... See, it may interest you to know that when Bill Clinton visited Nigeria, it was Dr. Piasi that was in charge of his medicals. And he helped to prepare the medicals of Bill Clinton for about 6 months, And we are talking about somebody who catered for one of the, number one citizen of the world at that time. Okay, so we have a lot of people, a lot of hands, brains, on board. So you expect to see, Ishekiri at its best. We are known for show.
That is where I want Ambassador to speak now or educate us on, which has to do with the display of the rich culture or heritage of the Chakra people. I get information that we are going to be witnessing the rich cultural boat regatta, the Warri Club, Delta Boatyard, that those different places are likely to be viewing centers for people to catch a glimpse of what is going to happen. So navigating through the boat regatta, Warri Club, and the various activities at Shakira, tell me, what are the plans that have been put in place, and what are some of the spectacles which you'll be looking forward to seeing?
Well, you permit me, because I don't want to really reveal so much to you on the radio set. Just pray that 21st can come today, so that you can go and see it yourself. But whatever I will tell you, you may think that is not the truth, but I'm assuring you that visitors and residents of Warri will have a very, very full day. The regatta is a special event in Warri Kingdom that is used to entertain very, very important visitors. When Eyadema came to Nigeria some years ago, these regattas were used to entertain them. And when they got home, we know what they said about the Warri Kingdom. So this is a very colorful and glamorous event that we are expecting people to come and watch, and the message will remain in their heads forever.
Okay, Chief, if you can, because in want of time, if you can, in maybe 1 minute, tell us the kind, because some people have said this is likely to be the mother of coronation witnessed in recent history in Warri Kingdom. Tell us, why are people having this mindset, this kind of thinking about the coming coronation? Although we start saying that you should, tell us the dignitaries that are coming, but some people say we are likely to have creme de la creme on that particular place that day. So just without mentioning it, maybe just try to paint the picture for us.
I will mention a couple of names. We expect no fewer than 8 governors to be here. We expect the Sultan of Sokoto. We expect ambassadors, no fewer than 4 ambassadors. We expect no fewer than 4 ambassadors to be here. Now, very quickly, I want to tell you that the event will be watched all over the world. It will be streamed. And as we speak now, all arrangements are in place, completed for those who are in Lagos to have their viewing centers at Oriental Hotels, one of the cream de la cream hotels, as you know. And those who are in the United States of America, they will be watching live. Those in the UK will be watching live. And indeed, those in Warri who are unable to cross the river, at the palace, there's going to be a gigantic viewing screen, 4-way, 4 sides for those to watch. We are arranging for cocoa. In fact, this is going to be the first time that an event of this nature will be watched globally, because of the social, the IT advancement that we have been able to achieve, globally. So for you to know whether you are physically there or not, one of the things that the Omoba has said he will do is that after the rites and everything, he's going to also move into all the halls that are there with there's going to be a procession of the Omoba, his chiefs and dignitaries. They will go into the halls and people will have a physical feel apart from the screen feel. So all the halls will see Omoba face to face and he will address them one after the other.
Finally,
Yeah,
Ambassador,
addition,
I want you to just drop a word for especially the youths listening to us at this point in time.
Well, the youth, this is your time. You have a king that says the youths are his constituency.
You have a youthful king.
Yeah, well, he's a father now. That's why he's a youthful king. He's a father. So the youth should be joyous. They should be happy because this is their time. It's not easy for them to have somebody of their age mate to be the king. So they should try as much as possible to support him, support his ideas, support his project. You see, this is a king that is widely traveled. He has traveled all over the world. And what you will see on that day is ideas of where he has traveled to.
Ambassador, I'm sure if we give you guys the opportunity, we'll just keep talking and talking because we are yet to cover even half of what is going to happen on that day. But I must say thank you to Chief Robinson Ario, is the Olu of Warri Kingdom, and Ambassador Toyin Agbolaya is a member of the planning committee of the coronation of the 21st Olu of Warri Kingdom, coming up 10 days from now, to be precise, on the 21st day of August. And we're looking forward to seeing what the turn of event is going to look like on that day. But that is where we call it a wrap on this special interview. Remember, if you miss it or you just joined us, you've missed nothing, because all you just need to do to see all that we've talked about and to watch it live, just go to our Facebook page. You see the video live and you get to know quite a lot that these gentlemen have said on this special interview today. But quickly, we're now going to play you a message coming from IGNB as we continue with our regular broadcast of programs on Rise 106.7 FM.